Hi, everyone. I hope you're feeling well and having a great day so far. Today's devotion is taken from Esther, chapter 2, verse 17, and it is about a young girl about 14, and her name is Esther. Her name was Esther. She was going to become queen, but before that, I'm sure that she was very afraid of what was going on in her life at the time. So, when I was thinking about what to talk about in my devotion, I was thinking about things that I was afraid of when I was a young child. I remember one time I was in a mile river swim, and I was the youngest one that was in the event. Thought for sure that I was going to come in last. But guess what? I won. I also remember being afraid one time when I switched schools. I was so afraid that I would not know anyone and that everyone would have a problem with me or that they wouldn't like me. So I slept with my stuffed animal every night for comfort until the day I started at that school. And you know what? Everything worked out. And even today, as an adult, I am afraid sometimes. I won't bother you with all my situations, but now when I am afraid, I pray about it. I know God is listening, and I feel better. So now, back to Esther. As I said before, she was probably very afraid of her situation. Back in the days when she lived, a king needed a new queen for his country in Persia. He called for many young women in his country, and they had to go to where he lived. The women lived there for a long time until he decided who he wanted to be queen. They lived away from their families until the king decided who he was going to pick. So, do you think Esther was afraid? Oh, yes, I'm sure she was very much afraid. She wasn't with her family, she wasn't with her friends, and most likely, she didn't know very many people who were there. She had to follow new beliefs and brand new rules. I'm sure she was afraid. Are you afraid of anything? Did you ever move to a new place? And were you afraid that you wouldn't make any new friends? Or do you have a friend or know someone who may be afraid of something? If you do, maybe you could talk to that person and help them to feel a little better. Well, whatever our fears, remember, our faith in God helps us know He helps us when we need Him. He knows there will be plenty of times when we are afraid of something. The Holy Spirit comforts us. God tells us in the Bible to come to Him in prayer. God helped Esther during her time, and He made her a stronger person, and He helps us too. We are all afraid of something sometimes. Remember, Jesus wants us to talk to Him and tell Him our thoughts, and He promises to help us when we are afraid. I hope you enjoyed our time together. My name is Kim Caldarella, and this devotion is a free gift from Bethesda Lutheran Communities, supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities for 116 years. Have a great day.